Aemond Targaryen, the second son of King Viserys and Queen Alicent Hightower, would undoubtedly face a lengthy list of charges if held accountable for his actions throughout his tumultuous life. His crimes, driven by ambition, vengeance, and a profound sense of entitlement, caused immense suffering and contributed significantly to the outbreak of the Dance of the Dragons, the devastating Targaryen civil war. Just heads up, this video contains major spoilers for House of the Dragon and Fire and Blood. One of Aemond's earliest and most significant acts was the theft of the dragon Vhagar. After the death of Laena Velaryon, Vhagar, the largest and oldest dragon in Westeros, was left riderless. Despite the dragon traditionally being passed down to someone of Velaryon blood, Aemond seized the opportunity and claimed Vhagar for himself. This act, while not a crime in the traditional sense, was seen as a theft by the Velaryon family, particularly by Laena's daughters, rhaenyra and Baela, who believed they had a rightful claim to the dragon. Aemond's bold move ignited tensions between the Targaryens and Velaryons, setting the stage for further conflict. Following his claiming of Vhagar, Aemond's next crime was a physical altercation with his nephews, Jacaerys and Lucerys Velaryon, and their cousins, Rhaena and Baela Targaryen. The children confronted Aemond, demanding that he relinquish Vhagar. Aemond, in response, taunted them, calling Rhaenyra's sons strong boys, a reference to the widespread rumor that their father was not Laenor Velaryon but Harwin Strong. This insult sparked a violent brawl between the children. Aemond, older and stronger, overpowered the others, severely injuring them. The fight culminated in Lucerys slashing Aemond's eye with a knife, leaving him permanently disfigured. While Aemond lost an eye in the altercation, his role in provoking and assaulting the younger children was undeniable. Perhaps Aemond's most notorious crime was the killing of Lucerys Velaryon. As the Dance of the Dragons, a civil war between Rhaenyra Targaryen and her half-brother Aegon II for the Iron Throne began, Aemond took to the skies on Vhagar, pursuing Lucerys, who was riding the smaller dragon Arax. The chase ended near Storm's End, where Vhagar, driven by Aemond's desire for revenge, attacked and killed both Lucerys and Arax. While it is debated whether Aemond intended to kill Lucerys or merely frighten him, the result was the same. Lucerys was dead, and Aemond was responsible. The death of Lucerys was a pivotal moment in the Dance of the Dragons, as it marked the point of no return in the conflict between the Greens and the Blacks. During the Dance of the Dragons, Aemond committed several acts that could be considered war crimes by modern standards. As a key commander for the Greens, he led raids, battles, and sieges against the supporters of Rhaenyra. One such act was the burning of Harrenhal, a castle held by supporters of Rhaenyra. After taking Harrenhal, Aemond ordered the massacre of the garrison and the civilian population, an act of brutality that served as a grim warning to those who opposed Aegon II. Another significant crime attributed to Aemond was the killing of Princess Rhaenys Targaryen, known as the Queen Who Never Was. Rhaenys, an elder stateswoman of House Targaryen and a key supporter of Rhaenyra, was killed during the Battle of Rook's Rest. Aemond, riding Vhagar, engaged Rhaenys and her dragon Meleys in a fierce aerial battle. Vhagar ultimately overpowered Meleys, killing both the dragon and its rider. While the battle was a legitimate military engagement, the death of Rhaenys was a significant loss for Rhaenyra's faction, and Aemond's role in it further solidified his reputation as a fearsome and ruthless warrior. In the latter stages of the Dance of the Dragons, Aemond embarked on a campaign of terror in the Riverlands. Seeking to weaken Rhaenyra's supporters, he and Vhagar set fire to towns, villages, and castles throughout the region. This campaign, known as the Burning of the Riverlands, was marked by widespread destruction and loss of life. Aemond's actions were designed to demoralize Rhaenyra's forces and break their will to fight, but they also alienated many of the small folk and minor lords who saw him as a tyrant and a butcher. The Burning of the Riverlands was one of the most devastating episodes of the Dance of the Dragons, leaving a lasting scar on the region and its people. Aemond Targaryen's final and most significant crime was the death of his uncle, Daemon Targaryen, during the battle above the God's Eye Lake. Their duel in the skies was a clash of fire and blood, and it marked the culmination of their personal vendetta. In the heat of battle, Daemon performed a daring and deadly maneuver. He He leaped from Caraxes onto Vhagar, driving his sword, Dark Sister, through Aemond's eye, the same eye Aemond had lost years earlier to Lucerys Velaryon. Both dragons, mortally wounded, crashed into the lake below. Aemond and Daemon died together, their bodies never found, though their dragon's remains were eventually recovered. This act, driven by personal vendetta, marked the beginning of the end of the Dance of the Dragons, a conflict that brought devastation to the Targaryen family and the realm. In the face of such overwhelming evidence, Aemond would likely be found guilty on all counts. The punishment for his crimes would be severe, perhaps even death. But even the most extreme punishment could not undo the damage he had caused, nor could it bring back the lives he had taken.